Okay. Okay, thank you for your question.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the information cannot share the
Mm-hmm.
public something related to the family
Mm-hmm.
and the work
Mm-hmm.
because not all people be happy with what you doing, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, you definitely have a point. Yeah. Well, we all agreed on, the family information, kids and stuff. But yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, very good, very good. Very nice. Thank you so much.
Mm.
And I can also see that Yahya joined. Hi Yahya, how are you today?
Hi, I'm fine. How about you?
I'm good, thank you so much. Today we are talking about privacy, especially privacy online, sharing our data and our personal information. And I want to ask you the same question. What type of information would you never share online?
So, uh, in my in myself, I think that the plan, what I want to do, the data or information that I want to do it in the future,
Mm-hmm.
and also the things that let me happy and the things that let me unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
I think these things I don't want to share it.
Mm-hmm. Very,
Yeah.
very good idea as well. Yeah, I completely agree. Amazing. Perfect. Thank you so much. So we will move on to the next question now, and that is whether privacy is more important than convenience. And by that, we mean, by convenience, we mean something that makes our lives easier and faster. Because, when, for example, some apps or some internet resources collect our personal data so that everything is way quicker, everything is more personalized. And that's what we mean by convenience. So, which of these two do you think is more important? Privacy, so not sharing much of your personal data, or convenience? I would like to ask Mohammed.
Yes, hello.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Mohammed, yes.
come again. I was very busy.
Oh yeah, yeah, I,
Sorry.
I can tell. No, no, it's fine. The second question. So, is privacy more important than convenience?
Convenience. What does it mean, convenience?
Yeah, so by convenience, we mean something that makes our lives easier. So, when some, let's say apps or anything online actually, collect your personal data so that everything feels more personalized, everything feels just, a bit quicker. That's what we mean by convenience. So convenience online. So what do you think is more important? Not sharing your data, so privacy,
I get
or
you. I get you. It, it
yeah.
depends. I say it depends. How important that things which I have to share my data. If it is not very important, I cannot share, even if it's related to convenience.
Hmm.
Convenience.
So what
Yeah.
about
So
let's
because
yeah.
well, go ahead.
Yeah, Mohammed.
Yes, go ahead, Corruption.
Sorry, I cannot hear you now
Hello,
clearly. Yeah, I can hear you, but not really
hello.
clearly.
Uh-huh. You are saying what?
Oh, I just wanted to give you an example. So, for example, sharing your location. Because when you share your location, some apps and stuff become more convenient. For example, Google Maps, let's say, or any other maps. or if you're using navigation in your car when you're driving, for example. If you share your location, it becomes a bit more convenient. So would you still say that privacy and not sharing it is more important, or would you share it?
Yeah, I can share my location if
Yeah.
it is very important to someone to find me. I can share that location
Mm-hmm.
if is need.
Yeah.
Because at that time, I think we have to do some business together.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to share my location. That is easy.
So yeah, definitely. Yeah, perfect. Yes, but I would agree that it depends sometimes. Yeah, it depends on what you're sharing and how important it is. Thank you so much. I can also see that Azim joined. Hey, welcome. I have a question for you as well, a warm-up question. Do you think young people and older people think about privacy differently, Azim?
Yeah, good evening, teacher and colleagues.
Hey.
Uh, yeah, actually, there is difference between kids or young people and older.
Mm-hmm.
So, because the older have a lot of things need actually to for privacy based on the age and also the person's uh, is the all that mean have a lot of things, not like the young. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, the oldest like have a lot of things to keep it, so that the privacy is one important for their life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and also the kids, their life is like similar to don't care about things like the elders. So
Yeah.
especially their life also not be careful for things
Mm-hmm.
and try to play and joking for everything, not like the elders. Yeah, this is my perspective about this question.
Completely agreed. Yes, I definitely agree that it's very different for the different generations, which is basically what we were talking about last time. We were talking about generation gaps. So this is also a good example. Okay, so there was a little warm up, as we always do, and we will move on to our vocabulary builder. So obviously the word for the day is privacy, which I believe that all of us understand, because we were already talking about it. So just the definition, it's the right to keep personal matters or information or data protected and out of public view. However, I have some other words, terminology that I would like you to use throughout today's class, and that's why we will define some of the words. So, uh, on the bottom of this page, you can see a few words. So we've got personal data boundary. I believe that we understand what it means. What about the word confidential? Um, Amu, do you know what confidential means? Amu, I cannot hear you.
Yes.
Do you know what the word confidential means? I will try to make it bigger. The word confidential.
For me,
Amu, I cannot hear you. Okay, I will just try someone else because I think we are having a bit of a connection or network issue. Um, actually, if you know, now everyone, if you know what the word confidential means, can you raise your hand, please? Or, if you're able to define it. Yeah. Could you define it?
Yeah, I don't know, but maybe I think it's come from confidence.
Not really. I can see your point because it looks really similar, but the meaning is quite different. I'm not sure of the origin of the word because obviously it somehow has to come, from the same word. But the meaning is quite different. Azim, you also raised your hand. Do you think
Yeah,
you?
confidential is similar like the secret,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
like
So,
secret. So it's kind of yes.
mm-hmm. Exactly. So, it's a piece of information or an information that's intended to be kept as a secret or kept private. So, a confidential information, it can, for example, be something within a business. For example, finance. You know, it's usually, oh, finance can be a thing that is shared, but there can be some confidential information within a business that's not really meant to be shared with public. That's just meant to be a secret. It's meant to stay within the company. That's what's called confidential information. So yeah, something that's a secret, that's meant to be a secret. Okay, I hope you understand. Everyone else, I hope you understand. What about surveillance? It's the next word. Can you raise your hand if you know what that means? Okay, I cannot see any raised hands, so I think I will. Oh, yeah, yes. You can definitely try.
It's like control or monitoring.
Yeah, exactly. Monitoring. It can be monitoring of anything. So people, places, activities, anything. Yes. Controlling, watching what's happening. It's usually used when we're talking about like security purposes. So that's surveillance. And what about encryption? Encryption, the next word. Is there someone who knows? Yeah, your hand is still raised. I'm not sure if you know or if it's still. Oh,
No, it is.
it was for the previous
Yeah,
word.
yeah, it was previous.
Okay. So does someone else know what encryption means? So encryption it means converting something into code. So converting an information into code to protect the information. That's what encryption is. So we're protecting the information. Yeah, perfect. I can see a thumbs up. So hopefully you understand. Yeah, so we're protecting the information by converting it into a code. Perfect. And then protection, yeah, I believe you know what that means. So please try to remember these few words and try to use them throughout today's class if you
Excuse.
can. Amu, I can hear you now.
Yes, I have issue with connection.
With network, yeah, I
If
thought so.
I before the breakdown of internet, I ask about confidential.
Mm-hmm.
The meaning of confidential, I don't understand, and
Okay, yeah.
the internet down.
Sorry, confidential and something else?
No, confidential, just confidential.
Just confidential. Okay. So I'm going to use it with information. So confidential information is an information that is meant to be kept as a secret. It's intended to, to stay private. So let's say we've got some confidential information within a business. It's something we don't really want to share with public. It's something that's supposed to stay within the business. That's what confidential is. Intended to stay as
Okay.
a secret. Or,
Okay.
stay. It's not necessarily a
Uh-huh.
secret, it's just supposed to stay private. So other people shouldn't know about it. And confidential information can even be, your own
Say it in the
your
safe.
own information. Yeah.
It's clear now. It's
Mm-hmm.
now, yes. Thank you.
Perfect. I'm
It,
glad. Okay. So we can move on now. I will just skip these few and we will get back to them if we have time. However, I like this activity more. So I've got a role play activity for you, and it's called the photo problem. It's basically, I'm gonna read a situation for you, and we're gonna have three people, three participants in the situation. We can definitely do it more times if you like it. And yeah, I will just want you to have like a debate to discuss this. So, the situation is a friend has posted a group photo from last night's dinner on social media without asking. One person in the photo is uncomfortable with it being public and wants it removed immediately. Okay, so we've got a group of friends. Someone shared a picture online, and one of the friends doesn't really want to, want the picture to be shared publicly. Um, okay, so in this situation, as I said, we've got three people. It's the poster, the person who shared the photo, because everyone looked great. They didn't think it would be a problem. Sorry, was someone speaking? Okay, seems not. That's the first person. Then we've got the concerned friend, who is the person who doesn't like the photo that it's being shared online. So you value your digital privacy. You want the photo taken down, but don't want to cause an argument. Okay, because it's within a group of friends. And then we've got another person who is a mutual friend, helping both of the sides understand each other and find a polite compromise. Okay, so we've got these three people. I'm gonna assign these three roles to three of you, and I would like you to have a polite conversation and agree on a compromise, on a practical solution. You also have some useful language, in this blue table. So, for example, I know you didn't mean any harm, but, or I understand, I'll remove it right now. Okay, so I'm just repeating that I want a polite conversation. It's not supposed to be an argument. A polite conversation, and I want you to agree on practical solution. Okay, so I will now pick three of you. So, the poster, the person who shared the picture, that's going to be Azim. Then I've got the friend who doesn't really like being shared online, and that is going to be Yahya. And then I've got the mediator, which is the mutual friend who's trying to help them reach a compromise, and that is going to be Amu. So I will repeat it. We've got Azim as the poster, Yahya as the concerned friend, and Amu as the mediator. Okay, so I just want you to have a polite conversation and agree on a practical solution. You can unmute your microphones and start whenever you're ready to start. And you also have some useful phrases. So, for example, the person who is going to start that should probably be Yahya, with asking whether they can delete the picture. They can take it down. Okay, so Yahya, Azim, and Amu, can you start the conversation now? It doesn't have to be long. I basically just want you to, say a few sentences and reach a compromise. So Yahya, yeah, thank you.
I start first
Yeah, you should probably start first. You should start the conversation.
because I don't want the person that post the photo, right?
Yeah, so that's Azim. So basically, you want to tell him that you don't really like that he shared the picture.
Okay. Mr. Azim, could you please take it down, this photo, because I don't like to share my privacy in public.
Oh dear, Yahya, I don't think there's any problem. So you look like it's great for this photo. What's the problem?
Mm-hmm.
The problem is the old people whom they are using media, they know what we did, and also they know what we are doing, and why. I think this is not good.
Oh dear, that's not true. So just see this. You are great in this photo. It's wonderful. So what's the problem? I'm surprised actually.
Amu, could you maybe now tap in?
Okay.
You said
Hazim, please, could you please take it down? Because I think
Oh, Amu, I cannot hear you anymore. Okay, that might have been my fault. Oh, Amu, yeah.
yes.
Was there something else you
Please,
said?
please, Azim, could you please take this photo down? And next time, huh?
Oh, you didn't see that photo. Yahya
Why?
is very great in this photo.
Oh, Azim.
So suppose like great these photos, the people let's see it.
Next time, when you need to post a photo, could you ask me first? I didn't realize that it would bother you.
But there is no something like wrong and need confidential. So that is normal photo.
Please. Next time, if you need to expose anything, ask me first, please.
I'm still waiting for the compromise and practical solution.
Even they make me confused.
No, yeah. Basically, we now need Azim to agree with taking it down.
Yeah. Mr. Azim, we are not comfortable with
Yeah.
that online. So please remove the photos, and in the next time you can ask us in order to post or to do something online.
Okay. So you exist to put it down. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
Perfect. Yeah, I think we can finish off with this. Very good conversation, guys. I'm glad you used all of the language, the phrases. Just Amu, be careful. First of all, um, I didn't realize it would bother you. Sorry. That doesn't really make sense when you say it because you are the mediator, you are the mutual friend helping both sides. This was more of a sentence for Azim, So he would say, I didn't realize it would bother you. I understand. I'll remove it right now. So I didn't think it through. There would be a sentence for Azim. And another thing, oh yeah, Amu, you also used next time. Could you ask me first? Uh, Again, it's not correct because you aren't the person who is being shared online without knowing it or without wanting to. So you could use this phrase, but you would have to say next time, could you ask Yahya first? Because you're basically protecting him. You're trying to help him. But you could still use that sentence. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you, Amu.
Okay, thank you. Yes, it's clear.
Perfect. But otherwise, very good conversation, guys. Very good. This is exactly what I expected. And, I really have to say a very good job, all of you, because these activities, they are amazing. However, they are sometimes a bit difficult to do online. It's definitely way easier to do role play activities in person because you can just, immediately react to what anyone else is saying. So very good job. You made it even online. Very nice. Thank you so much for participating in this activity. Sorry, Mohammed, that you didn't take place, and unfortunately, we don't have enough people to do it for the second time. Very good. We will move on now. However, the meeting will end any second. Please join the link I will send you. We are still on free Zoom. I'm sorry about that. It will probably end like right now. I will send you a new link and please join that link. Thank you so much. I will keep talking. It will probably finish in the middle of the sentence, but I will keep talking. The next activity we will do is going to be a debate. And I'm not sure if it was all of you, but I know that some of you were present in the last lesson, I believe it was the last lesson or the one before. We were already doing a debate. Again, a very difficult activity to do online. However, you were very good at it. So that's something I would like to do